Tap in collective, tap in crown collective, tap in. Hey, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Cass Young. I am here for this prophetic transmission that's about to come through. And let me tell you something right now, collective. We need to talk. Mhm. We need to talk because there's a problem. There is a huge problem that we need to talk about. And this prophetic transmission actually comes off the heels of a conversation I had with y'all yesterday about taking on other people's burdens or learning to leave people's burdens behind. And I feel like I actually touched a few people in this area right here. Like I took a sword and kind of like cut a little bit deep within the collective because I feel like many of y'all didn't truly take in just how much you have been going through. Hi, baby. Hi, Miss Vonda. How much y'all have been going through with carrying other people's burdens and situations. And so I absolutely need to talk about how you are emotionally connected to people and to saving people. And I can't even give a lot of this prophetic. Well, I can. I can give this prophetic transformation all to God. Ooh, my eye is itching, y'all. Ooh, we about to see some things. My eye is itching. I have to give this prophetic transmission to God. It's like all praises due. But also, I have to thank a pastor. I think his name is Pastor Mike. I saw him speaking about this not too long ago, and it really resonated with me because I believe it resonates with the crown. I believe it resonates with the crown, the heart, the sacral chakra. I believe it just resonates on a high frequency, high vibrational, holy level, Holy Spirit level. And Pastor Mike has this series called Too Blessed to Be Bitter. Tap in. Oh my God, today. And in this series, it's a multi-part series. In this series, he truly talks about how the collective, the Crown Collective, is so invested on seeing the people around them succeed that they actually do more for the person who is saying they want to succeed than the person will do on their own. My God, today we need to talk about this collective. We truly need to talk about this. And he says that the collective truly goes overboard in trying to get the person that they love, that said they want to succeed, that says they want to do this thing to empower themselves, to better themselves, to have a better life. The collective pours more into them nonstop than the person themselves pours into themselves and the mission at hand. Tap in, collective, because it's about to get, we about to take this and go deeper into it. So he says that actually leads to bitterness on both sides. It leads to bitterness from the collective when they don't see their friends succeeding because they want them to win. And then it leads to bitterness on the friend's end because the friend is seeing you, the collective, succeed without them. Tap in. Now he goes deeper into the message and he takes it and he really dissects it in a beautiful way. And when I get done, I'm going to put that message, I'm going to put the link below. But truly, that's what this message, the foundation of this message is built upon as I go through this deeper prophetic transmission. Immediately, I pulled the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. This put me on high alert for the collective. Okay, this put me on high alert for the collective because let me tell you something. A lot of you are asking for relief. A lot of you are praying for relief. A lot of you are begging for relief from whatever shackles you feel connected to out of obligation, right? Out of a perceived obligation. My God, today, tap in. A lot of you are so emotionally attached to other people's success in life that you don't even know how to detach from that emotional connection. A lot of y'all are so y'all got so much stock into somebody else's success when they don't even have the stock within themselves to do the work. That you stuck doing the work for them. Tap in. Let me ask you this, collective. How many of y'all have had somebody? Absolutely, I will say a prayer for your dad. Absolutely. How many of you has a friend, has a family member who says, hey, I want to go to school. I want to go to a particular school for this reason, right? Let's say you want to go to school to become this. Your friend said, I want to go to school to become a basket weaver. And you like, you know what, friend? I support you in going to school to become a basket weaver. Okay. Tap in. So you start, collective, you start researching the schools, right? You start going on the laptop and you start pulling up the best schools in the area for basket weaving. Who got the bachelor's, who got the master's, who got the certifications, what jobs are, what outlooks are happening on the Bureau of Labor Statistics for basket weaving. Like, you are doing the work. And you go to your friend and you say, girl, this is everything I found about basket weaving for you. Like, where do you want to start applying? Okay, I can help you get your resume together. I can help you get your entry. What do they call it? Submission letter. I can help you do all of that. If you need help paying for the application, like, you going in, and your friend is like, yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then a week go by and you, hey, what's going on with the application? I'm available for you. 2 weeks go by. Hey, what's going on with the application? I'm available for you. Did you pick a school yet? Do you know what you want to do? 1 month go by. 6 months go by. 1 year goes by. And they don't say anything about this hope and dream that they were so adamant that they wanted to do, collective. Yet you still moving on with your life. You still putting in the work for you, collective. Tap in, my God, today. And they turn around and they don't never do nothing with it. 2 years later, they turn to you and say, hey, I want to go to school for basket weaving. So you know what you do? You get pulled right back in doing the same thing. You know what? I forgot all about all those searches. I'm sure some things have changed. Let me go back in and do the research again. So now you are investing more time into someone who showed you the first time, the second time, the third time around, that they don't even care about the hard work you put in to see them succeed, even when you ask over and over and over again. My God, today. So as I am unpacking this message and I am seeing that the Nine of Cups is invested, truly invested in somebody else's dream, somebody else's situation, somebody else's problem, you are way too invested and you're not getting anything on the return, on the love, on the appreciation. You're getting nothing at all. And it's putting you at not only a spiritual disadvantage, it's also putting you at an emotional disadvantage. And you don't know how to disconnect. And you're trying to figure out why you feel so heavy, collective. You are in a repeat loop over and over again. And you're not just doing this for one friend. You're not doing this for one family member. It is a love language to other people that you want them to show up the same way that you show up for them by putting in the work. And these people could care less about the work you put in, because if they did, they will put in the same amount of work for themselves, if not more. You really want to see these people succeed, and they don't even want to see themselves succeed. What are you doing, collective? That's why I said, no, we really got to have this conversation. And this is piggybacking off of relieving yourself from the duties of other people's goals, or so-called goals, or fake behind goals that they have in life, because you're going to end up doing the work for them. Tap in. You're going to end up getting the degree for them. Tap in. You're going to end up putting everything forward for them. Tap in. And that cannot happen. You've got to learn how to disconnect from this, collective. Oh, my God, today. The more I'm looking at this Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups, you know, I'm almost feeling like a lot of you have sat in this energy for so long, taking on other people's, like, not burdens per se, but just their work. You've been taking on other people's work for so long that it's almost like you jump in it head first. It's like you jump in it head first immediately. This is what's coming to me, collective. When someone comes to you with a new idea, when they come to you with a newfound purpose, I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to take your cape off, collective, because see, that's the thing about the collective. You always wearing capes for everybody else. You want to save them. You don't want them to experience the heartache and the falls that you have experienced. And I get that, collective. Tap in. I never hate on you for that. But I really do need you to take a break and be extremely selective about who you give that energy to, and the people you've been giving that energy to, they are feeding off of it. It's almost like they get a rise out of seeing you go off, put all this work in to see them succeed. Oh my goodness. So I feel like there's a fracture here. I feel like there's a what's the word? There's a dissonance, an inner cognitive dissonance for what you think they should achieve and what they putting forward. Collective, you got to stop this. This is dangerous territory. This is dangerous territory, collective, and it's not okay. I'm telling you, it's not okay. I feel like the more you go into putting your emotions into other people's dreams that they don't even put in for themselves, I feel like, collective, I feel like it mutes you. I feel like it makes you quiet. It makes you hide. It makes you feel like your efforts your efforts are going to waste. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Your efforts are going to waste because the person that you're pouring into doesn't care about it. But also, it feels like your powers are being sucked away from you, and you're starting to believe that what you have is irrelevant. That's a mind trick that it's almost unsaid. It's almost like an unspoken type of like mind trick where I feel like the person that is receiving your energy, receiving your gifts, receiving your hard work, wants to see you stretch yourself thin on behalf of them. It's like they get off on seeing you work so hard for absolutely nothing. Woo, my God, today. And that is a form of spiritual warfare. You might not know that that's what's happening, but baby, that's exactly what is going on. The people that you are putting forth the most effort for, and they don't care anything about it, collective, what they're actually doing is they're getting off on you putting in the work, and they know they're not going to do anything about it. They know that they're not going to say thank you. They know they're not going to take the research that you've done. They know that everything that you have done is literally for no reason. And they get off of that. They get off on that. That's weirdo behavior, and it's a form of spiritual warfare. And you might not have seen it that way, but let me give you some self-empowerment and some spiritual awareness, collective. When you start to put yourself in a place of wanting more than what somebody else wants for themselves, and you start to put the work in for them, you become them. You become them. You become obsessed with them getting what they said at that moment they wanted. Stop. Stop doing that, collective. I feel like this is a way to silence you because your efforts could be spent doing so many other things. You could be going out, you could be cooking for yourself, spending time with the people that you truly love and that support you. You could be making money, you could be starting working on your business, you could be raising your children, spending time with them. There are so many different other things you could be doing with this time, but because you love this person and you want to see them win, you're taking all of that energy and pouring it into them, and they don't give a damn. Whew. This is a tension. This is not attention, ATT. This is a tension, TENSION. This is tension. This is soul tension, as a matter of fact. This is where you become silent. This is where you become jaded. And I feel like collective, a lot of you have become extremely jaded exactly for this reason, because you have put in more work to see your friends and your family and anybody else around you succeed, and they couldn't care less. They couldn't care less. This is wild. This is actually pretty freaking sick, collective. I need to let you know that right now. And it's dangerous. It is extremely dangerous for you to continuously do this. It's just like, why are you forcing yourself? Is this a behavior that you've learned to protect yourself, to try to prove that you're a good friend, to try to prove that you belong here, to try to prove that you are as good as people think that you are? But the fact of the matter is that this should have never been a point of contention to prove that you're a worthy friend. No. If your standard of life is to pour into your passion, pour into something that's going to get you further in life, if that is something that you do naturally, you go full blown balls or ovaries to the wall, because this is something that you believe in. If that is what you do, collective, and you got somebody else that is passive about how they enter their passion, then there's already a mishap happening here. There's already something negative happening here. They need to prove that they belong in your world, not the other way around. Your goal is to center yourself and be around people that have the same aspirations as you. Maybe not the same exact goal, maybe not the same exact physical thing, but to be happy, to be secure, to be loved, show love, receive love unapologetically, to grow, to trust, to have faith, and to know. Why would you be around people who aren't that? Why? That is soul bearing tension. It's ugly work. And you believe that that is the way to show that you're being supportive. Absolutely not. Look, the Five of Wands. Absolutely not. You're not being supportive. You're not being supportive. You're burning yourself out. This is a problem. And then it causes a fight. It actually causes a fight. Because let me tell you what's going to end up happening. What's going to end up happening is that not you, but your friend or this family member, they are going to start to become bitter towards you. They're going to have an issue towards you. And you're not even going to know why they have this animosity towards you. You're not going to understand now why they have this nasty vibe with you. It's because, boo, they see in you what they truly want, but would never ever get, because they don't want to put the work in, because they don't want to do anything that shows that they are determined. Self-determination is a principality for a reason. And I know that you believe in Ujamaa. I know that you believe in cooperative economics. I know that you believe in Nia. I know that you believe in purpose, okay? I also know that you believe in creativity. But when you have people who use your creativity only to siphon from you so that you don't go anywhere else or do anything else, baby, that's a problem. That's a problem. Ooh, tell me more. Oh my gosh. You know, collective, when I came into this message, I honestly, look at this, the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, we got a lot of fives. I feel like a lot of people is about to have a crossroads of faith, of trust, of truth. A lot of information coming out. We got the Five of Wands faced with the Five of Pentacles. Absolutely. We're splitting this down the middle, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, absolutely correct. My God, today. Absolutely correct. This is, when I say collective, this is a part of who you are. This is a part of your being. When I say that this is a part of how you live your life, there are so many other people who would truly enjoy just your energy and love it for what it is. But seeing this Five of Wands and Five of Pentacles, people are broken. People are deeply broken, and they don't want to admit that they are deeply broken. They don't want to admit that they lean on you for emotional stability. They don't want to admit that you have something that they desire. They don't want to admit that, collective. So they set out to make you believe that what you are doing for them, whatever this is that's keeping you and inheriting their burden, they want you to believe that what you're giving is courageous, is charity for them. They want you to believe that. And I'm telling you, collective, a part of the trick bag that you are probably holding, that I know for a fact you're holding, collective, is you. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna hold your hand while I'm saying this, because this is an emotional attachment. Hey, Glow, I see you, boo. This is a part of an attachment. You feel useful. You feel incredibly useful when somebody says, hey, I need this from you, or I need this in my life, and you jump to help them without asking any questions. That's because you want to feel useful. Feel useful in other ways. You hear what I'm saying? Feel useful in other ways, because the goal is to truly take from your energy, from your time, from your efforts. So, like, what is it going to take? Where are you forcing yourself? Like, I feel like the question is, like, where are you forcing yourself to be okay when it's truly not okay? Collective, it's not okay. Stop jumping in to do the hard work for people who would never do the hard work for themselves. What's the saying? Help people who help themselves, right? In any type of way. Stop jumping in to save people who would never even care to save themselves, who would never want to put forth the effort. This is a downfall of the collective. It's dangerous. I keep saying that the word dangerous keep flying out of my mouth, because you are putting yourself in a spiritual pigeonhole that's going to get you caught up. It's going to get you caught up. Looking at this Five of Pentacles leading to the Six of Pentacles, yeah, that's all they want to do is charity, charity, charity. These are takers around you. These are takers around you, collective. Tap in. Poor-minded, poor-spirited. Poor vocabulary. They don't know how to speak into themselves. All they know how to do is start trouble. And you thinking that the trouble that they're starting has to be chaotic. It has to be them fighting fisticuffs. No, the chaos that they're causing is through you. Because as soon as they have an idea, you drop everything that you're doing to run to them to make it work when it never does. Tap in. Looking at the 6 of Wands right here at the bottom. Now, isn't this interesting? 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta remove yourself. You've got to go. It's time for you to exit this. You're asking for change, yet when God is revealing that the change is right here, the change is now, this has to happen, you still run back to the same behaviors. Collective, it stops today. This message found you because you needed to know that every time you get up and run to somebody who's never given a damn about even giving you a soft place to land when you show up, you got to let go of that. You got to let go of that. It is unbecoming of the collective. You are way too beautiful for that. Truly. You are way too beautiful of a being. Too divine for you to keep running to people who would never care to give you a soft landing. My God, today. And that's just the realer than real deal Holyfield. Whew. Let me see what kind of perspective we have going on here. I just saw the 7 of Cups. So yeah, a lot of y'all got your brain working. A lot of y'all starting to think about, oh my gosh, every time something happens, I'm running. Every time something go down, I'm going to a friend. And when I need the help, when I need the safety, where I need to find my peace of mind, where I need to find peace, I can't even call them because they are spiritually and emotionally unsafe. Looking at the Page of Cups, absolutely, spiritually and emotionally unsafe. This is an emotional residue that you're feeling right now, collective. Tap in. And we truly got to continue to tap into this level of spiritual warfare because, see, this type of behavior is so minor that it can get overshadowed by the bigger parts that's playing in your life. But somebody who uses your energy in a way where they can put out an idea and say, hey, friend, I want to go to school for basket weaving. And now you on them trying to help them find and plan a life to make sure this happens, make sure they got childcare. You offering your time to watch their kid while they in school, all of that type of stuff. Like, yo. Only for them to turn around and be like, nah, they still doing activities that are detrimental, that are the peaks of bummery, pure bum fools. And you still say, oh, that's my friend, that's my friend. Really? If you got a friend that's still in the bum behavior, they still living the life of a straight fucking hooligan, right? They straight, my grandma used to say they heathens, okay? Now, you don't have to define it in that way, but what I am saying is that if you are friends with somebody who utilizes your energy to take away from what you are doing to empower yourself and better yourself, only to not use any of that, and they're still participating in behaviors that makes them a bum, girl, what are you doing? Who remembers, my goodness, my God, today, who remembers the interview with Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown? Tap in. And Diane Sawyer asked Bobby Brown, hey, they have found crack, or they found some type of drug. It was crack, yeah, in your car or in his wallet, or when he got arrested, they had found crack or cocaine, found cocaine, excuse me. Okay. And Bobby Brown turned around and said it wasn't cocaine. It was crack. I'm sorry, it's right. It wasn't crack. He said it was a crack-like substance. Now, Bobby, listen, for the culture, we understood what you was doing, but bruh, you was a crackhead. Okay? Tap in. And I'm not shaming you for your journey because now Bobby looks healthy, looks like he's doing great. He's about to go on tour. But at the end of the day, you can say a crack-like substance all you want to. What we do know is that you was crackhead. You was cracked out. That's what we know. Okay? So collective, I'm telling you the same thing. If you got friends who always talking about they want more, but they still participating in bum-like substances and bum-like activities, friend, they a bum. And you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. I'm telling you. I want you to take a deep breath in and recognize that you do not deserve to be energetically pushed into somebody else's emotional or spiritual crisis simply because they don't want you to focus on what's making you better. Collective, when I say that's dangerous, Seven of Swords coming up. Yeah, dangerous. Completely dangerous. This is a level, this cycle is karmic exposure. It means you're still in this same cycle of wearing your cape and being a savior. And I feel like that is something that the collective knows across the board oh too well. Putting on their capes and showing up for everybody, no matter if you got to be somebody therapist, you got to be somebody pastor, you got to be somebody prophetess, you got to be somebody's speaker, you got to be somebody's shoulder to cry on, like you got to be somebody's bank account, you got to be babysitter, like when you put on your cape, collective, it don't matter what the situation is called for. You are there to pick up the pieces, and I'm telling you to fucking stop. I'm telling you to stop. Unless these are extenuating circumstances, you use your discernment. Unless it is something on that level, I am telling you to stop. The testimony in the chat is I can't do it, and you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. Now, Ms. Vonda, if you called me up and was like, hey, Cass, listen, some shit happened. Can you show up for me? Ms. Vonda, I know that you work. I know that you are a good person. I know that you handle things on your own, and just life is life. That's somebody you show up for. That's somebody you show up for. But if you got somebody who don't care about putting the work in, what you showing up for them for? We got to stop that. We got to stop that, because every time you show up, you are saying like, hey, I'm putting myself in a contract. Oh my God, today. Let me say that again. Every time you show up, you are putting yourself in a contract. And I know the collective. You always feel like you need to fulfill the obligation of that contract. No. Because let me tell you something. You didn't sign up to be used. So I want you to be spiritually aware of this is a form of micro spiritual warfare. Thank you. Micro spiritual warfare, where the people that you love, they on an assignment too. And their assignment is to completely distract you by creating their personal chaos that they know you would run to, because the collective is always wearing capes. Friend, hang your cape up on the freaking wall. Pack your cape away. Matter of fact, burn the cape. We'll buy a new one when you need it. We'll buy a Versace one, okay? I don't care. Put the cape down. Whew, my God, today. Kimmy, pawn shop. I don't care what you do with it. I don't care what you do with it. And I just feel like this message is so necessary. So if this message found you, thank you, number one. Number two, my name is Cash Young Crown. I'm an intuitive prophetic speaker, and I got beautiful people just like you to live intentionally through self-empowerment and spiritual awareness unapologetically. And three, I want you to take a deep breath in, and I want you to thank yourself for finding the strength and the courage to show up for you. Love you too, Miss Virgil. You're my girl. My God, today. Whew. Like, what unspoken agreement do you have with this struggle? Yes, the struggle with your friend, the struggle with your family member, the one that's always calling up and saying, hey, collective, can you do this for me? And you know how you being used, collective. The shit don't make sense. The shit don't make sense. That's like when it's something so simple that you know a caveman can do it, and this person is refusing to even take those steps to do it for themselves. That's how you know you being used, collective. That's how you know you being used. So if it don't make sense, it's whack. They are whack. And you are entering whack-like behavior. And if it's whack-like behavior, what that make you, collective? It make you on a dummy mission. And the collective are not dummies. I want to make you aware of what's happening around you. I want to make you aware that every time you step up with your cape on, it is a strong possibility you are being played. And it's a strong possibility, tap in, collective. It's a strong possibility that the person that is using you don't even know they on an assignment for the enemy. Chew on that. They might not even know that their behaviors is an assignment from the enemy. If you feel compelled to, collective, tap in. I'm just offering a perspective here. If you feel compelled to, you might be the person to break that spell. I'm just saying. You might be the one to be like, I don't know if you know this, but every time you call me with an idea and I come running to help you, you never do anything with that. Why is that? What is that about? Do you call anybody else like that? You might put them on notice that they under a spell themselves. Sometimes you got to call it out at the front door. I tell y'all all the time, the enemy will play in your face. The enemy will knock at your front door. You answer it like Bad Boys 2. What the F do you want? And sometimes it's just like that. 2222 is what I see on my screen. I don't ever want y'all to be scared to call out when somebody is playing all up in your energy. You can find the right time and the right place, but the fact of the matter is that there may never be a right time and a right place. Okay? It may never be the time. Oh my God, today, looking at the devil. Yeah, devil just came out with the Queen of Cups. My God, today, yeah, pouring all that out the way. Here we go with the Knight of Cups. Y'all already know how I feel about the beautiful knights. Yeah, some big time clarity just showed up for a lot of you. Some big time clarity just came through, just washed over a lot of you. I feel like some of y'all might actually be like, whoa, Cash, you know what? I seen my mama do that a lot. I seen my daddy do that a lot. I seen my cousins do that a lot. Some of y'all are really connecting the dots. Some of y'all are like, whoa, Cass, you know what? When I had this situation when I was a kid, I got beat for that. I got in trouble for that. Whatever the case, I was always told to show up for my friends, show up for my family. I was always told to do something like that. Yeah, a lot of y'all coming to a full stop with this idea. Some of y'all coming to a full stop with this notion that when somebody calls your name, to show up, that you got to actually show up. And that is why there is such a huge takeover of women and men who are just like, I'd rather be home by myself. I'd rather not have any friends. I'd rather be an introvert. I'd rather not mess with anybody, talk to anybody. Don't even look at me. It's a lot of people out here right now who's operating and not even wanting to meet anybody new because they always getting used. Collective. This is a form of nasty behind micro spiritual warfare. And don't get it twisted. I understand. I get it. I know this all too well. It's real. It's the truth. And now that I'm looking at the Chariot, I feel like this full stop is absolutely necessary. Yeah, a lot of you just completely got a full stop. I love this. I love this. Who collective? I feel like a lot of y'all are really having a moment of silence for yourself and taking this in and recognizing like, yo, you have been doing the most. You have been doing the most for other people. Hey, Casey. My goodness. Whew, I love this. One more card, please, for this one. And we're going to keep jumping on. We're going to keep going on. I'm just offering this perspective for you to turn it around, collective. Ooh, Queen of Wands energy. Absolutely. And you know what, collective? I want you to bask in this full stop. I want you to bask in this full stop. I want you to recognize that this is a disruption. This is a timeline disruption that you need, collective. Whew. Hi, baby. Thank you. Thank you so much. Whew. Thank you so much. I needed that. Yeah, it's not been a long time. It's been right on time, baby. It's been right on time. Right on time. I'm so glad that you came through just to say hello. I appreciate you. And I also just want to leave before you roll out with go on with your day. I want to leave you with this message, okay? And this goes for anybody in the collective. When God tells you to have a hard stop, whether the message comes between me, whether the message comes from somebody else, something that you're listening to, whatever it is, have the hard stop. Sit down. Rest your feet, rest your back. You hear what I'm saying? Tap in. Queen of Wands absolutely lights the way. I love this. It's very receptive of this hard stop. Like I said, there's a lot of karmic exposure happening here, but not just for the person that's using, for the person that's being used. My God, today, and look, this Knight of Pentacles coming out to close out this line of questioning that we got going on here. This line of perspective. The Knight of Cups sandwiching with the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, big time energy on this board. There's so much happening. I feel like a lot of you are recognizing how much time you put out. A lot of people are recognizing how much energy that they put out, how much creative energy that they put out. My God, today. Woo, that creative energy is something. And looking at the Chariot, the more I'm just y'all, thank you so much for being patient with me, because when I channel these messages in real time, it's like they just come in waves. And the way that I'm looking at this Queen of Wands that's taking in the energy from the Chariot, for me, this is saying a lot. It's saying like the Chariot is so fast paced. Everybody sees the Chariot. Everybody can spot the Chariot a mile away. It's a very grand gesture. This Chariot is. It's very noticeable, right? The Chariot is the center of attention for the arena. The kings and the queens are up in the stadium watching. So when the chariot comes through, you know that this is somebody in the royal court. You know, this is somebody that has a message, that's bringing important news, an important message. And the Queen of Wands that's full of creativity is saying, give me all of that. You can rest here safely. I will blind those around you who try to harm you, who try to come at you in this moment. This is a place of sanctuary, and it is protected by both time and your emotions. Oh, my God, today. Oh, I love that collective. My goodness. Oh, I feel like in this moment, your discomfort is very clear. Collective, in this moment, your discomfort is clear. It's telling you. It's not necessarily the activity, collective. It's not necessarily the activity per se. It's who the activity is being called by for you to do. That's what it is. Yeah. My goodness. This is a divine message right here. Giving you this level of perspective. Yeah. I think that you understand why, collective. I think you understand why. My goodness. I like this song. I like this little jam. My goodness. Let's go, collective. Let's freaking go. Girl. You know what, collective? It is so interesting because if y'all been following me for a minute, like 2 weeks ago, I came on, I said, y'all, I'm so uninspired. I don't even know what to talk about anymore. I feel like God is moving me in a different way, in a different like mindset. And the more I'm just talking to y'all and I'm able to allow God to flow through me, the more it is clear to me that I have to focus on some of it, most of it, depending on how I flow. I absolutely have to tell you that some of y'all friends that you love right now, that's in your circle right now, ain't shit. Mm-hmm. And they disguise their ain't shitness with attempting to make you feel useful in their lives. That's the play. That's the play. Whew. Big King of Pentacles energy. That's the play. I just feel like, collective, you got to make a stand right now. This is the possibility that's being painted here is the reclamation. When I say we in our blessing season, I know blessings, we like, oh yeah, abundance, money, power, respect, money, power, respect, what you need in life. I know this, when I say blessing seasons, I know y'all be like, yes, Cass, give me all the money. And girl, I'm here for it. Okay, let's get the paper. All right, I'm here for it. I want it to rain down on you. But another part of your blessing is recognizing when and how to clear the energetic space around you. And I know a lot of spiritual teachers teach you, light your incense, light your sage, get your singing ball and go around your house and hum and pray. And I'm here for all of that. But also a part of clearing your energetic space is telling the people around you who are bums or on that bum-like substance to GTFOH. And the King of Pentacles is saying, yo, not only stand completely in your power, but reclaim it. This is a spiritual upshift. This is the spiritual message that we got going on here. Because see, if you don't do that, collective, what you end up doing is playing yourself. You end up looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Miss LJ, why they think we playing? We not playing with nobody. Miss Vonda, we not playing with nobody. Glow, we not playing with nobody. The collective is not playing. Your blessing season involves you cleaning up your own spiritual house. your own spiritual closet. And the people that bypass the major alarm system because of the time spent in your life, those are the ones who really need to get tuned up and tuned out. Take it how it resonates. Ooh, 4 wands. Yes, come through 4 wands. I just saw it. Sis, this is a true embodiment. Absolutely. This is a true embodiment. Big justice energy. And you know, ooh, wait. Look at this. Big justice energy. Let me tell y'all something. Now I feel like I gotta whisper a little bit, okay? I gotta feel like this. Y'all know when I whisper, I feel like that. And I feel like it's because the message is so loud. I gotta kind of calm my voice down to receive it at just the right frequency, collective, okay? I'm looking at this justice. This justice is magic. It's majestic. It's beautiful. And a lot of times, my God, today, a lot of times when we think about justice, we think about God slaying our enemies right in front of our faces, right? We think about seeing people get embarrassed and seeing people get what's due to them because what they did to us. But my God, today, that's not always the justice that you're going to get. It's not always public like that. Sometimes the justice that you get is the clarity, the release, and the ability to forgive. Whew. Now I know a lot of y'all don't even like hearing that. A lot of y'all don't like the fact that you gotta fucking forgive, and I understand because you know you want to punch that hole in the face. I get you, collective, but the justice, a lot of times, is for you to be relieved. Now let me tell you something. How many of y'all watched the Diddy documentary? I wasn't even gonna go here, but let's talk about it. Type a 1 in the chat if any of you have watched any parts of the Diddy documentary. Okay. That's right. That's right, LJ. You gotta watch the show. You gotta watch them fall on it. It's not for you can't keep picking up people's shit. You haven't watched it? Not yet. None of you have watched it. Okay, so I'm gonna just give you a brief, I'm not gonna give anything away. Okay, okay. Grace said I watched it. So, Grace, I'm gonna do my best to not give it away. Okay. We know the trouble that Puff Daddy is in right now. We know that he's serving 50 months because of what is he actually serving? Ooh, serving 50 months for. It's not for trafficking or anything like that. It's some other stuff, right? Regardless, I want y'all to think about all of the people in the last 25 years that were victims of his and also those that emboldened him. Mhm. Some of those people that were victims also emboldened him. I want you to think about this. Tap in. There were very few people on this documentary who were only victims. Mhm. Mhm. Do you think that when Diddy got sentenced, that they felt that justice was served? Of course not. Of course not. Because they were wanting somebody to punish Puff Daddy in the way that Puff Daddy hurt them. It don't always go that way. The justice comes with telling your story, being okay, not okay, but understanding your past, how it shaped your future, how you can forgive yourself and possibly forgive others. You know, there's a show called The Conversation where these young people go on tour and have conversations around the country. And there's a lady I follow named Miss Kitty. I love her. She's absolutely amazing. And she is someone who is rooted in Christ. She is someone who is rooted in the church, but she's very wise. And she said, forgiveness is the soil that God has given you. And when that soil is tainted, nothing can grow. My God, today, I love the way she said that. She said that forgiveness is the soil. When that soil is tainted, nothing can grow. And think about all the times you haven't even forgiven yourself, or think about all the times you just hate somebody so much that you can't even think about extending that forgiveness. Nobody said it's going to be easy. But that's a part of your justice, is to rid your soil of malnutritious energy. Mhm. That's the justice here, collective. That's the possibility. LJ said that's why we forgive ourselves. Absolutely. That is the possibility here. It's asking, what do you become when you stop delaying the fact that you have to give more than what yesterday you could give? That is hard. That is difficult. I will never ever sit in front of your face, collect, and be like, oh, forgiving is so easy. No, forgiving is probably one of the most difficult tenets in life. It's a lot of people around here right now, collective. In you are in communication with them who are so bitter because they cannot forgive. Let alone forgive other people, they can't forgive themselves. And these people are real victims. These people have absolutely been hurt. They've been harmed. They've been forgotten about. They've been laughed at, ridiculed, not believed, called liars. And because they can't forgive themselves, they can't even move past being able to water their own garden. And I know, collective, that's some of y'all. Some of y'all. I will never ever say, like, hey, you don't deserve full blown justice. Justice is so many moving pieces to it. But, baby, it's something that you can control in this movement of justice for you. You can take the sword out of your chest. You can take the pain away in this one part of your garden by learning that forgiveness starts with you. And you got to choose one thing. I didn't say forgive them. I didn't say forgive him. I didn't even say start there. I want you to start here within you. That is the possibility of growth. My God, today. That's the possibility of growth. This justice is a birthright restoration. Ooh. A birthright restoration, something that was always yours. Who is that? Thank you. None of your business. Thanks. I love that name. Thank you. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My God, today. Ooh, that birthright restoration. And you know what? Thank you, Grace. Thank you so much. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That birthright restoration leads to your path of blessings. Because then it becomes easier, tap in. It becomes easier to spot the enemy. Are y'all hearing me? Type a 1 in the chat if you feeling what I'm saying. Type a 2 in the chat if you feeling what I'm saying. Type a 3 in the chat if you feeling what I'm saying. Whatever number resonates with you, because what I'm saying is that when you lay the foundation for your soil to grow, which is through forgiveness, starting with yourself, starting with yourself. You actually make that garden very sensitive to the vibrations that come to you thereafter. Tap in. There's a lot of things that's not going to sit well with you because it disturbs your growth. Collective, tap in. In order to restore your birthright, in order to have birthright restoration, you must first start with justice for yourself on the inside. Y'all see people who out there fighting for justice for other people? For their loved ones who are slain? For groups of people who are done wrong? Do you know the level of strength it takes? Do you know the soil it takes to even grow a voice that strong? Tap in. How many of you know people that have lost children? Raise your hand. How many of you know people that have lost parents? Raise your hand. How many of you know people that have lost friends and other family members? Raise your hand. And you see yourself go through the motions of like, oh my gosh, how is this happening? Why is this happening? Like y'all go through the whole motions. Some of y'all even take time to not even recognize the what's happening internally because it's so hard to even think about. Tap in. But then it get quiet. And you got to have a conversation with yourself. It's not an easy conversation. It's a multi-level, multi-day, multi-year sometimes conversation. And what I know about sitting with many people during their 11th hour, many people in hospice, is that sooner or later, that forgiveness for yourself is going to come. It's almost like I've met people who never thought they would forgive anybody, including themselves. But yet something that is a clock within us that's holy and divine, there's a switch that turns on that says forgiveness is necessary because you don't want to leave this planet with that on your spirit, on your soul. Tap in. A lot of y'all not even giving yourself justice, and y'all was child victims. Yeah, I'm talking to you right now. A lot of y'all blaming yourselves, and y'all was straight up and down powerless in a lot of situations. Give yourself justice. Because it's easier to fight the good fight once you recognize. It's easier to fight the good fight. I've had my fair share going out there and asking for justice, no peace. Had my fair share, okay? I told y'all I had a whole life in my political days where I got blocked by a whole lot of people who wasn't, who couldn't, who was so focused on the money that they didn't care about human lives, okay? A part of justice is forgiving yourself. You just got to have good soil and good ground to walk on. You do. And unfortunately, there are a lot of things in life that we can't control. But this right here, we can. But you know what it calls for? It calls for you to go deep within you and deal with the pain. And I feel like a lot of you are bypassing that pain. Ooh, I'm going back. I'm connecting the dots by showing up for the people that are enacting micro spiritual warfare on you so that you don't recognize that your purpose is through the pain. What I say? Oh yeah, it's a cycle, baby. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. You could trick yourself out of forgiving yourself by showing up for people. I told y'all to stop doing that, by showing up for people who call on you every time they have an emergency or wanting to do something. Every time it's time to focus on you, that's going to get you to that deeper level, to that deeper purpose, to that deeper understanding. What happens? Somebody call you, hey friend, look, I'm thinking about throwing a party for so-and-so for their birthday. Like, what's up? You down? And now, next thing you know, you the event planner. How that happen, friend? Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just offering the possibilities here. That's all I'm doing. Yes. Hey, friend. Ain't talked to this person in 55 years. Here they come talking about some, hey, friend, I'm thinking about throwing a party. A party? Shoot, the only party I know is this nap time party, okay? Don't think I won't put no Barney on, reading Rainbow on, and go to sleep to some lamb chop, 9 of cups. Yeah, I feel like a lot of y'all are definitely, this 9 of cups coming out, but God darn, this deck is beautiful. 9 of cups coming out. Absolutely correct. Being not just emotionally aware. And the 9 of cups is oftentimes thought about as being emotionally content and clear, but it's also just learning to sit in a state of overwhelm. Sometimes you are just overwhelmed with so much emotion. There's so much coming down for you in this time. You're hurt, you're happy, you got money, but you ain't got nothing to spend it on. You understand other people's pain, so that makes you more sympathetic and empathetic to their journey, even though they didn't hurt you. You had to cut a lot of people off. You wish you had a chance to say goodbye. All types of shit just going on at one time, and it's overwhelming. Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Appreciate you. It's so much going on at one damn time, and you just overwhelmed. And a lot of people tell you, oh, let's regulate your nervous system. Sometimes crying is the regulation. Girl, cry. Divine feminine and divine masculine, cry. Let it out. Crying is a cleanser. It is a reset. And I feel like this 9 of cups is giving you permission, collective, because sometimes I don't give yourself permission to simply cry. And we just got to be honest. Also, y'all, everything that y'all plant a seed into this channel with your donations, it goes to my fuel. It goes to building my channel, getting the proper equipment so that we can continue on. So I really thank you, everybody that just gives out of the love, out of their hearts. I really appreciate it. We got a testimony. A testimony says, I have been going through my healing process the last 2 years, and I cannot say that I'm completely healed. Not force my relationship, my last relationship. I'm still, Listen, your healing journey. Let's be very clear, Ms. Bond. I feel like all of y'all can really tap into this. Thank you so much. I stole this from my husband, girl. Thank you. Shoot, because he got a big head. I got like curly hair, so it fit over my head. But let me tell y'all something. Who the freak put a timeline on healing? Who put the timeline on healing? Who said you got to heal in 30 days? Who said you got to heal in a year? Okay. You know what? If we can continuously give passes to Kanye West based off of his mama, then why can't it take you just as long to heal from something? Tap in. There are people who never heal from traumatic events, who still have post-traumatic stress disorder from traumatic events. I don't expect them to heal off. I expect them to work through it. I expect them to recognize when something is happening that triggers them and to work through that after a certain time has gone by. But healing, it is always a journey. It's a continuous journey. Because at any given time, as soon as something trigger you, you go back to that one memory, and it's like you living there all over again. You like, what the? You can smell it, you can taste it, you can hear it, you can see it, you can feel the breeze on your face. Now you got to heal just from your flashback before you go back to your healing before you had the flashback. Tap in. 333. I love it. I got 234. Listen. But in those increments, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, every year, every 6 months, every 3 months, whatever your frequency is, you start to become more aware, more awakened, more enlightened, right? Start to become more understanding, become more selective, collective. This is like big titty energy, okay? Divine feminine energy, this big ball energy, okay? It takes a lot to face what broke you so that you can mend it and heal it. So many people walking around here talking about I'm healed, I'm healed, I'm healed, and never went back to the things that broke them in the first place to address it. I mean, it's just the truth. And you know, Miss LJ, hurt people hurt people. I always say unhealed people hurt people. I've been hurt. You've been hurt. The collective been hurt. And we go out of our way to not hurt other people. We go out of our way to hold our tongue sometimes because we know as soon as we say something that's so venomous, we could break somebody. We try to find another way to express ourselves because we know what it's like to be shattered in our moments of vulnerability. Blessings. That's realer than real deal. Holyfield. That's why I know for sure y'all did not stumble upon this message. I know for sure that you didn't just, say, oh, I know some of y'all doom scrolling. Okay, 50% of y'all doom scrolling right now. Looking like, okay, look, I'm in your algorithm. First of all, thank you so much. Okay, hey. Okay. But I must have said something that made you say, let me like her video. I might even hit the subscribe, but let me share this to somebody because I got a friend that's healing right now. She need to hear that it can take a very long time to heal. Because I know the collective be struggling sometimes talking about why I ain't healed yet. Girl, first you was broken, and as soon as you were broken, something shattered you. You didn't immediately turn around and be like, okay, let me pick up the pieces. You sat with that. You lived with that. You ignored that for some time. Why would it not take the equal amount of time to heal and relearn? You are actually relearning behaviors that you lived with for so long that protected you over a period of time. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube. I hear people talk about the neuroscience of healing. Just the study of the neuroscience of healing, the study of it took decades and decades and decades. And I also recognize collective, looking at this big emperor. And I just say big titty energy, then I say big ball energy, and look, the emperor just came on up. Sitting here in this beautiful red. Oh my gosh. Hey, Joe. I was about to say something and it just left me just that fast. God want me to rechannel that message, I will. Man, big emperor energy. What's underneath? 2 of Cups. Yeah. Healing. The soil that you build on. Look at the juxtapositioning of the colors, the red with the blue. Collective. That and the emperor is looking directly at the two of cups. Oh, collective. I know you didn't stumble on this message. You summoned this message. Y'all summoned this message, and here it is. Rock you like a freaking hurricane. That two of cups is simply confirmation for me. Two of cups, simply confirmation for me. It's time to stop negotiating your delay. It's time for you to understand what's urgent for you. Okay? Ace of Cups just came out. Woo, look at this Ace of Cups. Absolutely beautiful with the what? Two of Swords, the decision. Two of Swords came out yesterday. The decision that must be made. The decision that must be made, collective, with this Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups is pure meditation. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Meditation is a key, is the key, is a key, it's a key. The key, however, girl, it is a key to mental freedom. And I know a lot of y'all are like, oh my gosh, Cass, I can't even meditate. My brain won't even be quiet for 2 minutes. How am I supposed to meditate? Girl, meditation is learning to sit with the unquiet brain. Meditation is learning to sit with the uncomfortabilities of it all. Get you a meditation app. Make you a meditation playlist. Y'all want to know what's on my meditation playlist right now? Nas. It was written. That's what's on my meditation playlist. Because the way that his lyrics are just melodic and they bounce and they move. Okay, all right, ain't it interesting? I'm sorry. Speaking of meditation, and then we got somebody in here that said God is not okay with tarot. It brings death. I ain't never seen tarot bring death. Please ask God's help in Jesus' name. Y'all know I ain't never seen a Buddhist come in here and bully me. I ain't never seen a Muslim come in here and bully me. Like, it's always the Christians. It's always the Christians that say, come in here and read your Bible. Like, I ain't got one right here that's filled to the brim with notes. Oh, baby, what you mean? What you mean? It's always the one. I don't never see nobody else come in here bullying and then say I'm a Christian. I ain't never say I was Christian. That's the label you put on me. Coming in here wrong, loud, incorrect, and being a bully. It's so ugly. It puts such a bad look on your religion. It really is disgusting. Like, for real. I just don't understand why y'all not over there on Christian Talk. Like, what's in your algorithm? And I feel like the reason why a lot of y'all Christians is over here on Tarot Talk or Tarot Tube is because y'all deconstructing and y'all don't want to admit to yourselves that you've been lied to and that you lied to yourself. So it's really unfortunate that you don't love yourself enough to be on another side of YouTube, and that you came in here to think that you was going to school somebody and miserably failed. But I've never seen somebody say like God delivered me, and then put God in lowercase. Like, do you see how the demon is still on you? I want you to, I'm going to block you because we still got to get back to my message, but I just want you to realize how absolutely you have failed yourself because you want to spiritually bypass and try to tell me something when you have not cleared the demon out of your soul. So I wish you the best of luck in your journey. But you will not come in here and bully us, the collective. I pride myself on keeping this community safe. Okay. And the fact that you know absolutely nothing is not my fault. Okay. Because my God, today, I'm over here talking about meditation and how beautiful it is. And this person comes in and says, read your Bible, but they talk about they had a whole demon on them. Girl, you what we talking about? We what you talking about over here, friend? Speak and they shall appear. What you doing over here on this side, baby? That's why I said, y'all, when your friends start coming to you with things that don't make sense, it's time to start calling it out. When they want to come to your front door, because that was a demon that came to my front door, y'all, in virtually. And what did I do? I opened up the door. What do you want? Miseducated, disingenuous, lost and turned out. Not knowing that probably 90% of the people that watch this identify as Christians and or lean more towards that understanding than anything else, read their Bible, understand what it is, and is living a very beautiful life. What are you like? The judgment of not forgiving yourself is seeping onto other people because you had a demon on you. That's not our fault. And if God delivered you, I love that for you. That's beautiful. And I'm happy that you found a path that removed that demon off of you. But the collective here deals with demons that are on people just like you on a regular basis. I pray for your salvation, for real. Now, meditation. Whew. Meditation. I think I said what I wanted to say, but just in case I didn't, because I got distracted by a demon. Learn to sit in meditation. The point is to not be quiet. It's not the full point. You'll get there. You have to train yourself. 1 minute to start, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Keep going. On my meditation playlist is Nas. At one point, it was just Spanish guitar. I switch it up every now and again. Whatever gives you a good breathing flow, anything. But looking at this Ace of Cups, and you know what else meditation does for you? It emotionally regulates you when you are facing uncomfortabilities. Because the more you are stretched and sitting with you, the more you prepare yourself to deal with different levels of people trying to come at you like that. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, at one point in time, for y'all that just watched that situation happen with the person that swear that they followed a certain doctrine, but they didn't because their algorithm is full with people, full with people, F-U-L-L, filled with people. My God, today, filled with people like me who love to speak love and life into people, and it's a part of their calling, you know what? I'm gonna leave him alone. Because I think that he recognized he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or he's in the right place at the right time, whichever way he want to feel it. Two of Swords. Whoo, I love that Two of Swords. And you know, this Two of Swords is such an amazing reflection. My God, today. Whoo, I love that. Oh, what I was going to say. Yeah, sorry. A long time ago, that would have triggered me. I'm telling y'all shit. I always want to be real with y'all. A comment like his would have triggered me. I'd be like, girl, what's up? No. You in the wrong place. And I don't have my moderators with me, so I've been very slow to snipe people. Y'all see how long I let them type before I say it. And I let them know I was going to block you. People like that don't bother me anymore because I know that a lot of times that's just from a place of survival, and they believe that what they're doing is the right thing. Okay, listen. But Miss LJ, sometimes those people serve as a good example. Even in here. Even in here. I've never seen any of y'all say, I don't believe in God. I've never seen y'all say nothing like that. Ever. So somebody to come in here to tell you how you should believe, that's weirdo behavior. Tap in. We talking about empowerment over here. Tap in. Whew. LJ said, listen, I'm blocking hoes. I ain't got time. Ace of Wands. My God, today. What's this? King of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Two of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Oh, let's talk about it collective. My God, today with the Knight of Cups, a double Knight of Cups on the board. Oh, my God, today. Let's talk about it real quick. Then I'm going to close y'all out with a beautiful, beautiful message, okay? I might actually close out with this beautiful, beautiful message. Let's go. Because what's nice about looking at this art, right? This is artwork. It's beautiful. Is that it inspires my brain to move and tell me. Y'all know, y'all ever go to an art museum and people are like, oh, this piece really speaks to me. Like, you looking at a big ass tarot card. What is it saying to you? What are you downloading? Oh, do you see how this color angles that way? And then I really think that the artist is trying to tell us, like, girl, I never tell y'all this is what's going to happen in the future. I always tell y'all, listen, go back to God. LJ say this dude was trying to tell me what to believe. I just blocked him. Block him, girl. This Ace of Wands is absolutely a rebirth. I say this all the time. But a part of rebirth is going through the fire. There was this episode of Xena, Warrior Princess. Yes, I'm dating myself, and y'all probably heard me say this example before, but I can always say it again. It was this episode of Xena, Warrior Princess, where she had to make a decision when she was hearing, she was having a divine inspiration, and she was being told to choose a path, and then she will know what is for her at the end of this path. One side was beautiful, pristine water, and when they panned over to it, he just heard nothing but water drip. It was so beautiful, bright and blue, and the other side was straight fire, straight and she was looking. The camera kept panning back and forth, boom, boom, boom. They didn't show what side she went into, so when they came back from commercial, she was just walking out the other side on fire. She chose the fire. And the divine voice that was within her, that was speaking to her, said, you chose the right path. Tap in. You didn't choose what was easy. You chose what was going to be difficult. That is what you are, forged in fire. Tap in. You are forged in fire, which I have a whole nother conversation about that in my head that's going. But nevertheless, the Ace of Wands is saying you are being forged. The Ace of Cups is saying this is the refinement. This is the refinement. That metal, you have to be cooled off to see the work that is done. You have to be cleansed to see the work that is done. That's why I love baptism. That's why I love the beautifulness of cleansing yourself in water when there's a spiritual rebirth. I love that. Looking at this Two of Swords, I feel like some of y'all been putting up these walls for yourself, or thinking that you don't deserve to be healed, or thinking that you have to do 20 different other things. Kimmy, thank you so much for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Kimmy, you are such a major supporter of this community. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Some of y'all feel like y'all got a crisscross applesauce. Some of y'all might be making it more difficult than it gotta be. Listen, you ain't gotta make it difficult. Yes, it is that easy. Stop playing yourself. Also, a lot of y'all got what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all got your roadblocks up. Y'all got the protection going up. Keep it. Keep it. A lot of people gonna call you stuck up, bougie, too many what's the word I'm looking for, y'all got too many points to cross off on the list. You want too much, okay? You're doing too much. If they gotta say all that anyway, if they gotta say you doing too much anyway, they whack, they bums, they on a bum like substance. Tap in. Oh my gosh, Miss LJ, thank you so much for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thank you. Y'all, I got the heat on next level hell up in here. Ooh, I'm breaking out in a sweat. And it's not even cold outside. I don't know, girl, what I'm doing. Anyway, then we got the King of Pentacles collective. Whew. This King of Pentacles, this dude is just shooting out. I don't know if he's shooting out fireballs or he receiving the energy to fill up his chakras. Whatever he is doing, I feel like it's kind of both at the same time. Receiving the blessings. The King of Pentacles is showing pulling out of the supernatural and bringing into the natural. And that's why I said, baby, it's blessing season. It's blessing season. The Emperor is the same way, pulling out of the supernatural and bringing into the natural. The Emperor understands what needs to be done, the hard work that needs to happen. Collective, don't sleep on yourself. Don't sleep on yourself. Most importantly, don't allow anybody to sleep on your gifts either, and try to get you to tend to them by removing you from your purpose. Tap in. That's not what's going to happen. This is a prophetic positioning for you, collective. I know that's a big word, and a lot of y'all really been running away from your prophetic voice anyway. I'm telling y'all right now to stand in your power. I've always told you guys that. I've always told you guys to stand in your purpose and stand in your power. And I feel like this prophetic positioning is one of the most beautiful frequency agreements that you can have. I'm here for it, collective. Whew, I love this for you. Before I get up out of here, collective, let me tell you this right now. I told y'all yesterday, don't play with me. I'm about to be on y'all ass about unapologetic love for yourself, for your journey, and to heal. What's coming in your blessing season and all of 2026 is going to be so much love, so much support, not just from the Crown Collective, but from God, from the universe, from how everything is going to circle in your favor. There's never been a time where you did not deserve it. You just didn't believe you did. I'm telling you that you do. And I want you to walk in it. I want you to walk through it. I want you to walk with it. Don't ever, ever, ever stop knowing, not believing, knowing that you are worth it. Don't give these suckers none of your time, none of your energy, none of your beauty. There are applications to fill out if they want to get into your circle. And there is a stringent interview process. We ain't playing with these fools. Okay? So I want you to sit with how beautiful you are. I want you to understand that if you are still hesitating, hesitation is an enemy, especially when you know how beautiful you are, how powerful you are. I'm not playing with y'all, and y'all not gonna play with yourselves. Okay? I'm gonna be up in your grill. Okay? I'm gonna be all up in your grill. All right. Before I get out of here, I'm going, let me say this real quick. Do y'all know that I can reply to your messages with a voice note now? Game changer. I love that YouTube put that there. So if you have an afterthought or you come back and listen to this message, I can reply to you with my voice notes. I think that is so freaking dope. I love it. I do that in Telegram as well, and I might open up a new Telegram community for you guys where I'm more personalized, one-on-one. Not one-on-one, but just it's more of an intimate setting. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'll see how I feel when 2026 comes around. But I like connecting with you guys through voice. Never been like somebody who was a major coach per se, but just speaking love and life into you is something I love to do. So if you guys have any ideas on how you want to get closer into my world, hey, let me know. You can email me. You guys know my email address, or you can put a comment underneath the video and let me know. And if some of you don't want to email me, but you still want to tell me something, no matter where you put the comments, if it's in an older video, I will see it, and most people won't. So anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope that this message truly resonated with you. Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for loving on this video, hanging out with me on this beautiful Saturday. And I will see you guys tomorrow because, what's coming for tomorrow, y'all? Y'all ready? Type of one in the chat if you want to know what's coming for tomorrow. This is exclusive knowledge. Let me know if you are ready for what's coming for tomorrow. Let me know. Type of one in the chat. Type of one in the chat if you want to know what's coming for tomorrow for Sunday. Let me know. Tomorrow Sunday, ain't tomorrow Sunday? Girl, let me know. Do I got my days mixed up? Yeah, tomorrow, okay. We are doing, look, Ms. LJ said, girl, tell me. I got you. Tomorrow, we are going to do for our Sunday service everything we are leaving behind in 2025. Oh my God, today. That's what's coming for tomorrow. It might be a 3-hour sermon. I don't even know. Because girl, when I say we washing it all, when I say wipe me down, when I say listen, when I say we roll up at the club, VIP, gas tank on E, but it's gonna be on F though. It's gonna be on F though. All blessings on G, wipe me down. Okay, all blessings on God, wipe me down, y'all. Tomorrow. Everything we leaving behind in 2025. We ain't taking this bullshit. We are not taking the Bobby Brown in 2025. We are not taking the crack like, the bum like, the bullshit like substance in 2025, baby. They ain't what 2026. They ain't what we doing. We leaving all that behind. Okay, all the fake hoes, all that's behind. Okay. So I'm gonna schedule that in a little bit. Okay, we coming through. Okay, I don't know. It might be 3 hours. It might be 4. I don't know. I might have to hire somebody. Okay, to just keep bringing me ice water. I don't know how this gonna roll, but baby, I'm excited. Okay, I'm ready. So let me go turn off this heat that's on freaking 8,000. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I love you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know how you feel. Bye, y'all.